out of luck, not fucked up. Hear it in my head and I feel like I've been caught. I blame it on the stress, I've been thinking too much. Voices in my head, I just wanna be numb. Oh no, I don't belong here.
Whoever sees this and subscribes right now will get free anxiety. I'm just kidding, you're obviously online. We've already got that. What's going on, YouTube? It's Wally Knox Hill. We're back with our breakdown series. So today, man, the Bo Burnham train continues. You guys have been loving my breakdowns of Bo so far. Shout out to you in the comment section, putting me on to this one. I can't wait to dive into this for the first time right here, right now. It's none other than That Funny Feeling. But before we get any further, listen, if you like that song in the intro, yes, I'm an artist myself. There's a good chance you like my breakdowns, the way that I think about music. You'll probably like my music as well. That one is called Numb. Very personal one for me, very raw, very proud of it at the same time. If you want to check it out, if you think you like what you hear, I'll put all links down there. But anyways, know what we're here for. Bo, step back up to the plate. See what you got.
I can't really play the guitar very well, or sing, so, you know, apologies.
Oh, Bo's humor. I'll tell you what, opening up, you just hear the sounds of the night. You feel like, oh, here we go. Gather around the campfire. You hear it crackling, kids. No, it's just coming through a projector, and he's still trapped inside. And then starts trolling himself for, you know, his own singing, his own guitar playing as he launches into it.
Stunning 8K resolution meditation app.
Genius.
In honor of the revolution, it's half off at the Gap. Deadpool self-awareness, loving parents, harmless fun. The backlash to the thing that's just begun. There it is again, that funny feeling, that funny feeling. There it is again, that funny feeling, that funny feeling. The Surgeon General's pop-up shop, Robert Iger's face.
Hang on. We got too many lines to break down before this. I can't let too many of these Bo lines go ahead because they're very clever in how they're set up. This is definitely giving me similar vibes to Welcome to the Internet. You know, these sort of associations, these different things that Bo witnesses, that he sees happening within society, that he chooses to pair together, that through his word selection, he just presents them in a way that really makes you think of the different paradoxes, the different hypocrisies and ironies that are witnessing and going on within our world today. Still so poignant.
At the Gap. Stunning 8K resolution meditation app.
Stunning 8K resolution meditation app. I love that opening line for me because that's kind of the commercialization of the world that we live in. Everything is better. Everything's the next model. I can't wait till the next iPhone comes out and it's pretty much exactly the same with the camera slightly better than everything else. And what new marketing pitch do they have? But that's it. Everything's got to be upgraded. Everything's got to be stunning this, stunning that. 8K resolution. But then you think about the next lines. It's a meditation app. A meditation app, you should be closing your eyes. You shouldn't actually even be caring what the resolution is because you're supposed to be getting away. And then on top of that, meditation kind of implies like, here, being out in the woods, truly out in the woods, kind of just being more in touch with the natural world, getting away from it all. And isn't it funny how many of us do use meditation apps? And I see the irony of that. Even if I have tried a meditation app before, we're still using technology to help us disconnect and get away from technology.
Resolution meditation app. In honor of the revolution, it's half off at the Gap.
And then that's great right there. The resolution to revolution, internal rhymes, and then back out to the external. I love the rhyme writing and poetry of Bo as well, but the Gap capitalizing much in the same way they did on the whole BLM movement. You know, whenever there's a social justice cause, something that a big mega corporation can increase their profits and bottom margins with, well, you know they're going to dive in and be on the side of right for history.
Of the revolution, it's half off at the gap. Deadpool.
Sorry, I just had to turn my phone on Do Not Disturb because it was buzzing. I see the irony in that too.
At the gap. Deadpool self-awareness, loving parents, harmless fun.
That's another really good setup. Deadpool self-awareness, right? Deadpool, the product of the corporate machine, the multi-million-dollar machine, but he's really thumbing it to the man, and he's so tongue-in-cheek and so self-aware, breaking the fourth wall, but really is he? Is he truly breaking it? Is he truly shattering things? Is he truly the revolution and the rebel that we all find just so relatable? I don't know, Ryan Reynolds. You answer that for me.
Awareness, loving parents, harmless fun.
Loving parents, harmless fun. Then you look at the violence of Deadpool. Oh, come on, kids, watch this violence. It's harmless fun.
Awareness, loving.
Oh, it's so tongue-in-cheek, Bo.
Parents, harmless fun. The backlash to the thing that's just begun.
What a great way to put that and just describe the mass polarization and just divisiveness of our world.
There it is again, that funny feeling. That funny feeling. There it is again, that funny feeling. That funny feeling. The Surgeon General's pop-up shop, Robert Iger's face. Discount Etsy agitprop, Bugle's take on race. Female Colonel Sanders, easy answer, Civil War. The whole world at your fingertips, the ocean at your door. The live-action Lion King, the Pepsi halftime show. 20,000 years of this, 7 more to go. Carpool karaoke, Steve Aoki, Logan Paul. A gift shop at the gun range, a mass shooting at the mall.
More.
There it is again, that funny feeling.
Wow.
That funny feeling. There it is again, that funny feeling. That funny feeling.
I love the way that Bo writes his lyrics and his delivery, the way that he just presents these different things. You know, he gives us these snapshots. And for me, it's that acoustic guitar playing. It's that sort of kumbaya feeling. And he knows what he's doing and that vibe that comes from this subconsciously. And you kind of nod your head. And then he starts saying these different things. You're like, yeah, Super Bowl's great. I love Super Bowl. Yeah, I love all these things. And then he's like, hey, there's a gift shop at the gun range. All right, that's cool. Oh, and a mass shooting at the mall. Well, that's just normalized as well, isn't it? The way that he presents it, it sounds like, oh, it's just normal. It's fine. It's that normalization and the matter-of-fact singing of he's doing of these different things that you start to think about and we go, holy shit, this is very dark. This is very twisted, and there's paradoxes happening left and right here.
Carpool karaoke. The live-action Lion King. The
Hang on, before that, we don't even need to get started on that one.
Bugle's shop. The Surgeon General's pop-up shop. Robert.
Yeah, if the Surgeon General all of a sudden starts having a pop-up shop, yeah. The medical industry, just the mass commercialization. Again, there's a lot that Bo is leaning into here, and just the pictures that he's painting. Woo.
Iger's face.
Robert Iger, good old Disney, baby.
Discount Etsy agitprop, Bugle's take on race.
discount Etsy agitprop. Agitation propaganda agitprop? You could get it on Etsy for a discount?
Etsy agitprop.
I start thinking of like the classic Cold War propaganda posters, like Russian communism propaganda posters, US propaganda posters against Russia. And now you could get them on a discount on Etsy, which is just, a crafted little independent supporting good old humans and individuals out there everywhere. Again, there's irony in that.
Bugles take on race.
Bugles are delicious. I wouldn't listen to them on race though, but again, this is the point that he's making. When all of these different corporations and these mega multi-million-dollar companies start wading into the world of social justice and social politics, is there not another agenda underneath of that?
Female Colonel Sanders, easy answers, Civil War.
Female Colonel Sanders. That was Reba, right? Easy answers. I remember that ad campaign. And then I love how he goes, easy answers, because that's what we all expect, right? We live in the world where we tended to, I say about this all the time online. Like, I love how there's no nuance on the internet. I feel like nuance gets so lost. Like, media outlets, social media influencers, people love to just take a snapshot of something, maybe like a quote, and you just look for one little snippet within that quote. You don't even get the full context. You just get like one line, and maybe you can take that line and you can bend it, and people will debate it and polarize it and argue it, and they won't even watch the full interview anymore because they want it simplified. And then when there's an issue, it doesn't matter how complex that issue is, if there are nuances to the issue, the internet is amazing at making something, well, either this side or this side. Very simplified, oversimplified, black and white. It's like we're all just like brain freezing ourselves out of critical thinking. And I love how Bo is just, through simple word choice, through simple phrasing, it's actually very clever, very well thought out, and a lot deeper once you start to think about it and you start to break it down, what he's choosing to highlight, to emphasize in order to make these points, in order to talk about more complex things that are happening. In a way, he's simplifying, but he's doing a damn good job at simplifying the complexities, but still being complex within those simplifications, if that makes sense.
Sanders, easy answers, Civil War.
And the way he sings Civil War, like, feels like that's where we're going towards Civil War, the more division that we have. But hey, maybe that's an easy answer, right?
Whole world at your fingertips, the ocean at your door.
And that's a very casual global warming bar for me. The whole world at your fingertips. And you start thinking, the ocean at your door, yeah, because I can go there. I can look at it online. It's right at my door. So that's a nod again to the technology. But then also with the world at your fingertips, because the world is shrinking in a sense. And as sea levels continue to rise and glaciers continue to melt, that's also what he means by the ocean at your door.
At your fingertips, the ocean at your door. The live action Lion King, the Pepsi halftime show.
Why do they do that? And then he set it up earlier with the Igor lines, with the Disney CEO lines. The live action Lion King was a terrible decision. You should have left it as the cartoon. Why did you do that? Why did you do that to my childhood?
Action Lion King, the Pepsi halftime show.
I think there's a point to that too. It's not even the Super Bowl halftime show anymore because corporations got involved. They want their name out in front of it. So now it's the Pepsi halftime show. It's all about advertising and that ad rep, baby.
20,000 years of this, 7 more to go.
Jesus, Bo, are we living in the time of the Antichrist? Like right after the rapture, the Antichrist gets to rule for 7 years, and he's saying 7 more to go. I feel like that's a little bit of a Armageddon, end of the world nod, because mankind is about to self-destruct in our entire ecosystem.
Carpool karaoke, Steve Aoki, Logan Paul.
And why, in between carpool karaoke and Logan Paul, did we get Steve Aoki wedged in there? I do like Steve Aoki. Obviously, Logan Paul, you want to go to Suicide Forest and crack some jokes. That's always fun. That's a great idea for some PR. We know he's a terrible human being. The crypto scams, everything that he's done. Carpool karaoke is another terrible decision. Watching celebrities just mouth things when they can't actually sing it. That's great. Wonderful. Already famous people reacting to other already famous people, and we all find it fantastic, and the world keeps spinning. But Steve Aoki, try to think this one through, why he would maybe wedge that in. David Guetta, Steve Aoki. I have seen, the accusations, because they're so big, they're so popular, they have such busy schedules that sometimes in order to achieve the output that they achieve, they hire ghost producers. And we know ghost writers in rap, that's a huge no-no. Hiring ghost producers as well and others to do their work for them, I feel like there's a little something there underneath again. This again is all these different celebrity figures, this big, wonderful plastic world we all live in. It's all lies.
Aoki, Steve Aoki, Logan Paul. A gift shop at the gun range, a mass shooting at the mall.
That's one of the greatest lines for me, and just that juxtaposition flip. You have a gift shop, so you have commercialism at the gun range. Hey, go to a gun range, go buy some gifts. Versus you flip it, then all of a sudden you take the gun range to the opposite end, which is mass commercialization at a mall, mass shooting at the mall. So I love how it starts here, and this one's okay, but then just how he rearranges it, where he starts with the mass shooting and the gun side of things, and then has the commercialization on the other end of it. Just the really clever writing and juxtaposition writing of that to lead into that, to speak out on gun violence, to speak out on gun control and the issues that we have with it. But also, again, there's a lot of shots at corporatism and mass commercialization and just the way in which our capitalistic world operates in this sort of just cutthroat pursuit of profit for the sake of profit.
Stop at the gun range, a mass shooting at the mall. There it is again, that funny.
I mean, guns, the NRA, you look at one of the most powerful interest groups in the world, but guns have been commercialized to an extent as well. Look at the, percentage of Americans who own guns, right? And there is that, again, everything has a price tag slapped over top of it. And there's someone capitalizing off of it somewhere.
There it is.
Well, what are the repercussions of that ultimately? And then there's a little bit of Bo like wanting you to start thinking through these things. It's like he gives you these breadcrumbs, and then he wants you to start thinking through some of these issues and thinking through some of the things that he's saying.
Again, that funny feeling.
And now that funny feeling is starting to make more sense. I just feel like that funny feeling is just like anxiety creeping up. It's not really that funny. You say it's a funny feeling, but it's not humorous. It's funny as in strange. It's a funny feeling, like almost like that comedic humor of darkness, of knowing that there's nothing you can do, and helplessness. And isn't it kind of funny? Because all you can do at this point is just, you have to kind of laugh or you go insane. Or maybe you slowly are going insane.
That funny feeling, there it is again, that funny feeling, that funny feeling. Reading Pornhub's terms of service, going for a drive, and obeying all the traffic laws in Grand Theft Auto 5. Full
great.
agoraphobic, losing focus, cover blown. A book on getting better, hand delivered by a drone. Total disassociation, fully out your mind. Googling derealization, hating what you find. That unapparent summer air in early fall. The quiet comprehending of the ending of it all.
That's another climate change bar right there.
There it is.
Oh, we're back to the chorus. All right, we got more to break down. Man, these verses.
Reading Pornhub's terms of service, going for a drive.
The irony of, going onto a porn website and wanting to read through and comb through their terms of service, because they're probably an upstanding website anyways. Wasn't there like a big expose on like Pornhub and the sex trafficking and like the taking advantage of minors and underage and all this horrific stuff, and Pornhub had to just like wipe and cleanse their content basically?
Pornhub's terms
So they weren't even following their own terms of service.
of service, going for a drive, and obeying all the traffic laws in Grand Theft Auto 5.
That was me. That was me. A game where it's like encouraged to embrace anarchy, to not follow the law, to get chased by the cops, to do horrible things. I sometimes wanted to just be a normal law-abiding citizen. But I feel like there's something deeper rooted there, because for Bo, you use video games to escape from reality. So if Bo is trying to do normal things in a platform that's built to escape from reality, then what is reality like for Bo? Right? That's the cleverness of that line and that bar for me. For me, reality's fucked. Reality's chaos. Reality is anarchy. So now he goes to a game that's supposed to be chaos and anarchy in a release, and he finds his release through just leading a normal life on there.
All the traffic laws in Grand Theft Auto 5, full agoraphobic, losing focus, cover blown.
Agoraphobic, he wants to stay inside, losing focus, his cover's blown. Yeah, because he's incredibly famous and successful too.
A book on getting better, hand delivered by a drone.
But also it's clever in terms of how he sets up, because earlier he talked about going for a drive, right? So therefore he's outside. So if he's agoraphobic, all of a sudden his cover is blown, because he's obviously outside, tying into the previous lines and just staying in theme with that. These delivered by drone, something happens. Like I feel like there's a little bit of a mix, like his voice almost sounds slightly robotized underneath of this on the drone, like the holding out the O sound.
Kiss cover blown. A book on getting better, hand delivered by a drone.
By a drone. There's a little bit of robotization right in that, in the mix. That's dope.
Total disassociation, fully out your mind. Googling derealization, hating what you find.
I love how he presents that as like a you, but really he's also kind of, he's talking about himself there, like this whole disassociation, this derealization, when you just become so disconnected from reality, and it's essentially a trauma response. And I think this album and what we've dove to from this so far and what we've broken down, it's Bo's trauma response to COVID, to the world, to lockdown, to the craziness, to the polarization, to the way social media is, to how late stage capitalism has progressed, the way that the world is, and even just American culture and what gets glorified with celebrity culture and idol worship, and what gets celebrated in the value systems that we have.
Derealization, hating what you find. That unapparent summer air in early fall.
And if that wasn't bad enough, on top of that, everybody's just ignoring the science and the facts of climate change, that unapparent summer air in early fall, because again, you're having this seasonal imbalance. And where are we going? He suggests where we're going. We got 7 years left.
The quiet comprehending of the ending of it all.
And I think that's a great way to put that, the quiet comprehending. It's not a loud response. It's not yelling out. It's almost this apathetic derealization, just being so disconnected because you've realized that the end is coming, but what can you actually do about it as one individual when the entire system is just fucked?
There it is again, that funny feeling, that funny feeling. There it is.
What a song.
Again, that funny feeling, that funny feeling. Hey, what can you say? We were overdue, but it'll be over soon. You wait.
Wow.
Hey, what can you say? We were overdue, but it'll be over soon. Just wait. Hey, what can you say? We were overdue, but it'll be over soon. You wait. Hey, what can you say? We were overdue, but it'll be over soon. You wait. Hey, what can you say?
Wow.
We were overdue, but it'll be over soon. You wait.
Well, that was dark. But hey, we were overdue. It was coming for Mankind. You should have seen this one coming. It'll be over soon. You just wait. And for me, again, it's that strumming along, that head nod, that campfire vibes. I love when you take like something that on the surface sounds so lighthearted, but then you start thinking about the lyricism and you start processing what's underneath. And I did this with my song Family Curse, which was essentially a song about generational trauma and a family curse, essentially. Put it over Latin, Caribbean rhythms. Has some beautiful brass going, right? Had a chorus that like really gets your head nodded and makes you want to dance to it. But then you start processing the lyricism. You start thinking about the darker realities and undertones and trauma that's being explored underneath. And I feel like that's what Bo gives you here. I'm a huge fan of kind of, hey, it sounds one way, you're nodding your head, and then your brain goes, wait, why are we doing this? This is not good. No, stop. I want off this ride, but I can't get off this ride because it sounds so good. And I feel like Bo's a master at walking these more complex themes and appreciating this sort of duality within the music and with the approach of what he does. Like he is a really, really dope artist. I can't speak highly enough about this guy and how much I just respect the way that he writes and crafts and does what he does. Another great song. Bo Burnham, you're Knox Hill certified. Hope you guys like today's video. Listen, if you're here at the end, obviously join the content. Do me a huge favor, support the channel directly. Subscribe with notifications on. Hopefully you enjoyed me just yapping, going on and on. But hey, that's what the great writing of Bo Burnham makes me do. As always, stay safe, stay positive, take care of yourself, take care of this. You know I'll catch you again. All right, everybody.
Out of luck, not fucked up. Hear it in my head and I feel like I've been caught. I blame it on the stress, I've been thinking too much. Voices in my head, I just wanna be numb. Oh no, I don't belong here, I know.